This is a $1,200 real iPhone 17 Pro Max. And this, on the other hand, is a fake $120 iPhone 17 Pro Max. But which is actually better? Are they made in the exact same place? We will be comparing them in every single area to see what are the differences between these two phones. And should you buy a fake one over a real one? Or is the fake one just a useless piece of trash? We will be seeing. But let's unbox them very first. All right, so we got the two phones side by side. This is the real one, and this one is the fake, and we're gonna unbox them to see just how different they are. Let's check this out. So this one's already unboxed because I've been using the phone, but we're gonna open it up just for comparison's sake. Open it up, got our thing on the front, our charging cable. Pretty simple unboxing. Now this is our fake right here. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Open up. Okay, pull tabs did not break, which is actually a very good sign. But obviously you can see the box looks exactly the same. I think the tint of the actual color is slightly more yellowish, but they're pretty close. So 17 Pro Max right there on the back. This whole thing looks pretty legit. Let's open this up right here. All right. Box feels a little more cheap. Okay, and there's the actual phone itself. Okay, let's look at our difference so far. Okay, so these are pretty dang close. Our back glass is a little bit different, but they match the Apple logo. Actually, it's slightly lower, if you can see that. But the thing is metal. Looks like they did a better job. Let's check it out. Okay. Take off the wrap right here. Okay, it's not looking bad here. Then we have a charging cable, nice little braided one, and then we have our iPhone. We're gonna take this off, very nice. All right, now we're gonna boot the two up and see what it looks like. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, freak, which one is which? Oh, freak, this is the real one. This is the fake one. I got them mixed up already. All right, we both have the Apple logo on the boot up screen. Let's take a look. All right, so this one booted up first, and we get the login screen for the fake one. We're gonna go ahead and set it up real quick. Okay, so as you can see right here, it's having me put in an actual Apple ID. I'm gonna put in some random, this is a fake Apple ID, so don't worry about any of that. Okay, and that seemed to have worked, kind of. We're going through the whole menu, and it has a full setup. This is actually kind of wild. Okay, we want dark mode. We want zoomed. All right. So it looks like we have our nice dynamic island right here, and holy crap. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's slightly lower. Interesting, interesting. They're super similar, but not quite the same. But how different are they in the actual hardware? Are they even that different? Just based on looking at these two right now, could you even guess which is the fake? Is it this one or is it this one? Could you even guess? This one's the real one. This one's the fake. Okay, as you can see, looking at these two side by side from the back, this one is the fake and this one is the real. The differences are very not obvious. Obviously they look super similar, but there are some differences. For example, this one is a slightly different color, as you can see, than this one. So this one's a little bit more of a tangerine color, or this one's a little more bright. Also on the back, the original doesn't have seams around the camera like this one does. As you can see, there's kind of seams on the top, where the original does not have that. So if you look at them from the bottom, they look pretty similar. As you can see, the fake is not quite rounded as much as the original, but the charging port doesn't have a little ring around it, but it basically looks so similar. Are you actually gonna be able to tell the difference? The buttons on the fake are also not very tactile, so they don't sound very satisfying. This is the fake buttons. But then comparing that to the real one, here's the real buttons. They're much more satisfying and clicky. Don't get me wrong, they look the same, but they don't feel and sound quite the same. We're gonna have some people guess to see which one is fake and which one is real. All right, looking at these two, which one do you think is fake and which one is real? Which one is real?
This one, actually.
That one?
Yeah. I changed my mind.
Okay, that one's real.
I think this one's real.
Okay, all right. Sam, want to give it a go? Want to hold this real quick? Which one is the fake and which one is real? Do you already know the answer to this one?
I actually don't.
You don't?
No. I'm pretty sure that this one's real.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
What gives it away? Why is it so obvious?
I think it's because the color on this one is just a little bit brighter. And when I saw the Apple commercial, it was a little bit brighter.
Oh, so it didn't look like this, it looked like this.
Yeah. But also, I feel like you can see the Apple logo just a little bit more.
It stands out more?
Yeah, it stands out just a little bit more. I mean, Apple always does that with their products.
Okay. All right. I like that. So you were wrong. You guessed the wrong one.
I guessed right first.
Sam guessed the right one.
Did I guess right first?
Yeah, it's this one. Okay, guess which one is the fake, all right? You're just gonna look at them right now. Look at the two side by side and try to guess which is the fake. Talking to the microphone.
I think this is the fake. fake.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah, because you can see there's like a little notch next to the cameras, like as if it's not like one flush piece of metal.
Okay. Which one do you think is fake?
This one's fake.
Yeah? How can you tell?
Gaps.
The gaps? If I told you, you're all wrong. I'm just kidding. You're not wrong. Here, you can actually hold it. So tell me what you think. Tell me like the difference.
This one like feels almost more plasticky.
Okay.
And
Feels
then
more plasticky.
You can tell when it's like turns on and off.
Feels a little more legit.
Yeah, this is all like flush right there, and then this one isn't all flush right there. It's not one piece, but
So you got it. Didn't fool you.
I can't be fooled. I don't get
Now where the differences start to get obvious is in the software. As you can see on the surface, it looks pretty similar, right? But that's where things get dicey. Like even when you're logged into the home screen, like it looks pretty close. Like this is the fake and this is the real, right? You move on the screen and it looks pretty similar to the original, but there's just little small things that kind of tend to stand out and you kind of like, this is not an iOS feeling, you know what I'm saying? So the reason that this tends to look kind of goofy, this is the fake, this is the real, is for one, this is not running real iOS. So you can kind of tell. So it runs like an app store and it looks great, right? But it starts to get a little dicey when you go into like things like the maps. Get Google Maps instead of actual Apple Maps. And then also like it has the Play Store preloaded. Like everything looks legit, but it has all these Google things that you would never find on a real iPhone, right? But so basically what this is just a iOS emulator loaded onto an Android phone. So if you go in here, all of this is completely fake. It may say iPhone 17 Pro Max right there, but I promise that all of this is completely fake, which is pretty wild. And obviously the smoothness is not the same. And all the apps don't really work quite the same either. So we could like, say I could go to the settings, right? They look the same, but you click them. Obviously this one is in dark mode. Like they look similar, but there's differences. There's differences. You notice them. One of the big parts of the actual software though is the camera. So we're gonna open up the camera app and I wanna see what type of pictures that we can take right here. And as you can see, they both have like the same menu. It's like pretty similar. You can kind of go through all the menus, like on the original and then the fake. Same thing, bunch of the same menus. But the thing about this is all these menus are fake. And even so, on the back, so this is the real iPhone, all the cameras are real, but these bottom two are actually fake on this clone. So it only has one main camera and then the front facing camera. Let's see if it can even take a good picture. Let's take a little picture of our nice mountain right here. Okay, it makes a little noise. And I'm also super curious to put it in. So go through the wide, now we're in the wide angle lens and as you can see, it just didn't even change. We zoom in and it like slightly zooms in, but like you can tell it's just digital. And like this is a fully zoomed in picture of the 8x zoom. Like there's a big difference there. Then we go up to 40 and this thing just kind of like lags out when you get past the 8, as you can see. But maybe the pictures suck. But what about the video? Okay, now we have both video right here in our 1x zoom and I'm gonna walk it around and see what it looks like. We'll put it on the screen. Okay, so now I have the two iPhones side by side, the fake one and the real one, and this is the camera quality you can expect from the rear facing camera. We can go through the zoom effects if you want to. Here's the real one, see how it's mega smooth, and the fake one, it goes through it, but it's just really not. It's not very good. Okay, so maybe the video camera isn't very awesome either, but what about the front camera? We're gonna take a selfie real quick, see how that turns out. Here we go. Here's the real one, here's the fake one. All right, we'll see how that turns out. Oh yeah, the fake one definitely looks a lot more crappy than the original. We can check our front-facing video and see if that's a big difference too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have a strong feeling that this front-facing video is gonna look pretty trash. Okay, let's check out our result that we get right here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have a strong feeling that this front-facing video is gonna look pretty trash.
It just looks like a Sora video. So yeah, it is a fake iPhone and it does have fake iPhone cameras. And so they're really not good. All right, so one part that I'm always super curious about is to see if the actual biometrics and Face ID works. So here's the original. I have the Face ID already set up. You kind of go through the whole process where it scans your face. But I want to see exactly how it is on the fake iPhone. So right now, the fake iPhone, if you just turn it off and swipe it up, like there's no password or anything on there right now. So we're gonna hit the iPhone unlock feature and we're gonna put in a password. Oh. Okay, now we're gonna set up Face ID right here and we're gonna go through the little Face ID setup process. Here we go. Okay, there's my face. All right, so I'm not even moving my head, but it just scanned my whole face somehow. It's awesome. Okay, look at all these cool features that it claims to have. Let's see how they actually are. Okay, now we're gonna turn the phone off. All right, same exact position that it was registered in. Let's try this again. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, there we go. It worked. Face ID worked. All right, well, in conclusion, it looks like they do have some type of Face ID. It looks like it's the old Android version of Face ID that just uses your face and not like the actual LiDAR sensors that it uses in the original. But yeah, and it takes forever. All right, so when it comes to the actual system, it does run Android. It may look like iOS, as you can see right here, looks pretty similar to the real iPhone, but it does run Android. And the ways you can figure that out is you can go down here and you see it says Google Play Store right here. And so this is how you actually download apps, is in the Play Store. And so how I download the other apps is just through the Play Store. And it starts to really reveal itself when you start clicking on things like Find My. Actually, this Find My is completely fake, apparently, and none of that works either. If you go to the fitness app, they do a replication of it, but it's just not the same. Like, I'll show you this one. Here's the fitness app on the original iPhone. Like, it's just not quite the same. It may kind of look like it, but it's all just a fake emulator version of it. But there is ways to tell that it is actually running Android and not the actual iOS that kind of bleed through the edges. So overall, the system isn't bad. I mean, it is running Android, which isn't a bad system at all, but it is not running actual iOS. Even though it looks very similar, it is not real iOS. And later on in the video, we do a speed test to see just how much the difference is between the original iPhone and the fake one, to see if it actually can perform like a real iPhone. All right, and we finally made it to the speed test between the fake iPhone and the real one. This one is the fake and this one is the real. All right, so clicking start for both of them, and we go through Free Fire, and the original iPhone speeds through Free Fire where the fake is getting clogged up right there, taking a minute. All right, and the real iPhone's already speeding through the next apps. Okay, now we get Subway Surfers, Temple Run. All right, Temple Run is taking forever on the fake. See if we can finally get it. Okay, and the original is already speeding through Canva, ChatGPT, CapCut. All right, speeding through all of it, and the fake we finally get to Canva, and now ChatGPT, CapCut. But it looks like the original iPhone is already speeding through all of that, and we're almost done with the race already. Okay, and then we'll finally go through all the rest of the apps on the fake iPhone, and it looks like the original iPhone finishes it with 47 seconds, where the fake one, because it didn't actually record the stopwatch in the app. So yeah, speed test done.